Good evening, welcome back everybody. Caesar Gaming here with a brand new episode of the Remastered Julii campaign. We are up to episode 25, which is a special one. Slightly tweak the audio here, might be a little bit loud. Alright, cool, there we go. So yeah, 25 here, special episode. I'm not sure how many more parts we're gonna have. I definitely intend on finishing the entire series. But we'll have to see. I think honestly, once we sort of get past the whole Civil War stage, which will be a brand new chapter, then we're in a pretty good spot. But let's see what we can come up with. Also for this episode, I really want to continue to make the point that I had in mind last time. So why do we like the Roman Empire? Why do we like certain parts of history that way? We just kind of got dragged along with... well, we're swarmed at the moment. Yeah. So actually, what do we need here? Yes, we need to retrain. Actually, why are we retraining everyone? But more so, we need, yeah. Well, they're gonna have to hold. We've got this army, which is gonna come back pretty soon, so that's fine. We've got some more troops training here. Yeah. It's a little bit messy at this point. Pull these guys back. We're stuck in Alesia with this army that can't go anywhere. They're gonna have to hold. I don't want to sally out because there's a lot here. And if it's against chariots, which I can't see, then I'm more comfortable sitting inside, especially because we know that we've got this army coming. Then we've got the African front, which, well, it's always interesting. It's relatively stable. We're going to use our army here to get rid of whatever we have here. Then we have Cyrene, which we have an army present. At this point, then they only have Siwa left, which I'm inclined to let them keep, actually, because I don't need it as such. What we do need is a diplomat to send over there, which can be this guy. Hopefully we can sue for peace, because if we have Siwa, then we're pretty close to Egypt. And honestly, I'm fine just keeping the province here, put some watchtowers along the way so I can keep an eye on whatever's coming. That's fine, because I need the troops to shift my focus back up north. So yeah, that's about it. I think we're at the end of the turn, so let's end the turn here, and then we'll get back into it. So the point that I was making last episode, right?
Have mercy.
Become a protectorate. No, I don't think so.
Until next time.
Okay, I'm going to take the time after this turn end, guys, because I think we keep getting dragged into the world events. They don't let me finish my story. Alright, cool. Before we dive in. Why do we like Rome? And as I said, it partially stems from... Pretty sure you guys will have seen the latest trend, right? Where, in this case, women, wives, girlfriends will ask their husbands, boyfriends what they think of the Roman Empire. It tends to be something that is on the mind of a lot of people. So why is it that way? And it's not just Rome, right? I mean, if you look at the recent launch, Shogun, the new TV show, I don't know if you guys have seen it. If you haven't, I definitely recommend it. I've seen the first 5 episodes now. It's very good. I really enjoy it. Obviously, it's based on the book, based on the show that was made in the 1980s. I haven't read the book or seen the show from the 80s, but the recent version is very good. I really have a good time with it. But yeah, why are we interested in it in that way? You know, where does that inspiration come from? So at this point, I'll just train the Astarte because it's better than nothing, to be very honest. Pull these guys in. You need to train some peasants. Well, okay, retrain, then recruit some peasants. That's fine. If we look at public order buildings, what do we have? Maybe, because I need to... Yeah, there's also not enough cash. We're kind of bleeding cash as well, which is not ideal. Okay, there's too many There's too much cavalry here. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these guys. It's excessive and it's not needed at this point. But on the other hand, cavalry could be useful, especially if you're looking at the Britons. So let's actually... I know they're gonna be unhappy, but I don't really care. We can lower the taxes. They're actually fine. Alright. Great. You come back here because you're squashed. We'll give you some units, and then whatever force is here. Yeah, we're pretty much running out of cash. It's fine. As soon as we get past this, we can stabilize things a bit more. Take care of this guy. Now, I know he said I want to fight everything, but honestly, there's only 2 units in there. I'm inclined to let the Old Resolve have this. Okay, they did a lot more casualties than I would have liked. Fine. They're reasonably happy. See, if I killed that much of the population, they're gonna be pissed. But I need to keep moving. Although it kills my population base. Oh, tricky. Honestly, I can't have this hassle. I need this army out here. Faction destroyed. Very good. Now they're going to be unhappy, but I just can't deal with extra guys now. So actually, before we do that, let's merge everyone. So we only need to retrain some units. Well, to be fair, I mean, the German Bolliger did a decent amount of damage, but we don't have any spear units left, so it's not unheard of. Retrain only the guys that we actually need. And then give you some peasants. We can probably actually pull some peasants from there as well. Stavium is fine. And what do we have here? We've got the beginnings of another army that we were trying to pull together here. Honestly, this is just a construction horde trying to pull some guys together because we really need it at this point. So that's fine. Yeah, okay, so with you guys, we'll get there next turn. Retrain it for 1 and then swing these guys out to the west. That'll be good. Alright, then let's deal with the African situation here. You guys get off the ship. I'm aware that they don't have a general, but there's not a lot there, so you should be able to manage. Blockade the port. Carthage slightly unhappy. Interesting. Well, they're gonna have to do for now. There's not a lot of cash to spend at the moment. So you're gonna continue to Siwa, meet up with these guys. Discard the velites here. We're not gonna really use those. Merge these guys, save me some upkeep, because I think upkeep is tied to unit size still, and not so much individual man. And as soon as we can, shift these guys out. I mean, see if I can hike up some of the taxes, especially on the mainland. They should be able to. Nope, that they can't do. Or normal, you're on low. You can probably go to normal, that's fine. Alright, good. That's something at least. For these guys, there's not a lot to do. I don't have the cash right now to spend on extra stuff. And this is for next turn. Alright. You guys are holding, that's fine. You can actually... Well, you're not going to make it in time, but you can support if you want to. Alright. So yeah, that's the... get back to the point, right? So what do we like about Rome, some of the other interesting items in period history that we're looking at? Ceasefire in 360. Alright, let's think this through. Am I going to pull the armies out of there? Not really. Because I wouldn't leave the flank open anyways. So
until next time.
Yeah. But I think for history, people look at it for different reasons, right? But speaking for myself, and I think it's a general trend, people look at history for the anomalies and the outliers. Things that are very well or things that are very bad. Just by its very nature, because those are the key interesting topics to look at, right? Because ultimately, we're looking at the anomalies and the outliers, I think, to learn and study what we can from the past in order to make use of that in our own present time and towards the future. I think that's also one of the key reasons that history is interesting like that. Now, where do you want to learn from? Obviously, from the key interesting areas, right? So that makes sense. And then if you look at the likes of Rome, which is of course massive, right? Rome is massive, and I don't mean this in land terms only, right? I think if you want to assess Rome, it's more than that. It's not just the land size, it's the military evolution, it's the military technology, it's... yes, it's the culture, it's everything tied together that makes it a very interesting thing to watch or to study. Now also, gotta be honest, it's not just Rome, right? Speaking for myself, I'm from Europe, as I told you before, I'm Dutch, right? So what do I get into contact with? Well, predominantly Rome. How do I get there? You see it in society itself still. So for example, I've studied law as well. Roman principles are still very much a thing there, to the extent that you even have a lot of terms that are actually still in the Roman wording. But then again, that's a very localized custom, so that makes sense for me, but maybe not so much for someone else. Obviously, if you'd probably be born in China or Japan, you're looking at a very different set of empires, right? For example, in China, you have loads of interesting... You've got your own interesting dynasties there. Your interesting dynasties there, such as, such as the Ming dynasty. You get into the whole interesting period of also the Three Kingdom period, which Creative Assembly has worked on very nicely, because they also obviously made their own game on it. I don't know if you guys have played that, but I haven't yet, but it seems like an interesting one. Okay, in the meantime, this is going to take us a few turns. To be exact, it's going to take us 4 if we don't do anything. Now, I don't want to sally out against these guys, because I'm 100% sure that we'll lose, because we're boxed in. So we're going to need a secondary army, which is going to be... I only need 1 general, so you actually stay behind.
Fleet ready. General.
Got a decent fleet there. And then actually I want a little bit of... Still can't recruit spear guys, which is annoying. There we go. Alright, Triarii. Definitely get some Triarii in there. And get some archers in there. Okay, so we're starting to put together sort of the basis of a new army here. That's good. which
Imperator. Orders. Onward.
you're sort of gonna lead. So put these guys together.
Sir. 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 Imperator. Forward. Imperator.
Trying to get the army out of there, which it can't. Fine. Maybe actually good to keep them in the fort for now. Make sure they don't run into any issue.
Forward.
You're obviously on your way. That's cool.
We can't
Okay, so yes, we might take a hit there, by the way, but we've got enough to back it up, so that should be fine. These guys are building. Nothing to do with that one yet. You're on your way back. Great. And well, you're gonna join up, and then we'll attack these guys. If they want to sell you out in the meantime, it's fine. Be my guest. They'll get defeated. You come up to there, see if they can, if you can arrange a peace with them. I don't want to push that far east. What do we have here? This is all fine.
General.
Yeah, you guys, we don't even need it actually. They're fine.
General.
So, make your way back. We need a lot. Why is population grade so slow here? Potassium should be massive, but we're very low on it. Let's keep that one higher actually. Let's give them... Don't have a trader yet? It's an oversight. That's a relatively cheap fix for some extra income boost. Yeah, I don't want to get too bogged down yet. Can we build for you? It's gonna wipe out most of the cash that we have, but fine, let's do it. There's enough coming in next turn. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make. Okay. There's no reinforcements, so the AI is definitely not giving us a fair shake here. To be fair, that might be true, but we're gonna have to fight it either way. So, learning from the battle that we had last time when we were defending the city as well, getting the cavalry out can be very helpful. Trying to write some units. They're essentially useless in the city anyway. So it's about keeping the infantry together. The velites are also not tremendously useful in a siege situation.
We are facing the blue-painted, barking mad Britons today. They may look odd, but they are more than fearsome, and we can expect no mercy. And draw strength from this fact. The enemy are so loathed that no ally can be found to support them.
No ally, and actually we are very lucky with that, because they easily could have pulled in that other army if they wanted to and absolutely smash us. So let's not be too happy with ourselves. Pull these guys together in, well, let's say units of 3 to account for the different rams that they have. Velites all together in 1. General, you stay behind. The peasants are essentially useless, so no, just stay in the city square, please, and don't get involved. Yeah. Right, so the entire army is over there, right? Yep. So line up the velites. Cavalry, you're gonna walk out. Which gate you're gonna use? Probably just the front gate actually. Well, for safety purposes, make sure that you don't get cold. Let's put you over there. And then we've got our unit of Astati. So let's do this in 3s. Put them on fire at will. That's a mistake we made last time. Let's not do that again. I'll keep them on guard mode for now. Don't want anyone charging in just yet. Promote fire at will. You guys, fire at will, that's fine. Skirmish, that's fine. General, just chill. Alright, now this one's kind of important. So let's take this nice and slow. Keep the lines tight. And we need to make use of the cavalry here. Especially, I mean, the good thing is that the chariots don't do much for us in the city itself. Get these guys out. See how much we can whittle down. Especially the chariots. If we can get rid of those, maybe even snipe their general, then we're kind of there. So the general's in the heavy chariots. So heavy chariots, barbarian warlord. Cool. Because they're gonna send the infantry forward. So let's pull these guys around the back. And well, we're gonna have to see where they put the rams before we send the infantry in. Basically, they're just there to plug the holes. We can't let them swarm us. They've got a lot of rams as well, by the way. It's surprising, honestly. So let's not try to get bogged down by the chosen swordsman. But once again, it's a unit that at least they're drawing the attention away now from what where we're trying to go. Alright guys, barbarian warlord. Get rid of him. Now normally, I mean, it's not ideal obviously because it's equitage, it's light cavalry, but even if we can just get a snipe off, that would be well worth it. Because as soon as the general's gone, we're all of a sudden in a pretty good spot. So, put these guys forward. Come on, get rid of him. Oh, kill him. Yes, alright. Excellent, very good. That'll give them a huge morale penalty. These chariots are doing a number on us, but they're almost broken. Cool. That hurt us next. Yeah, okay, so I mean, it's a trade-off, right? We lost the cavalry. Sure. But send these guys out to the other side. No, actually, what are we doing here? Storm out. There's a lot of rams, which is troublesome. And we're essentially without cavalry now. I mean, we managed to at least get the general out, but at what cost? Right, let's see where these guys go. This might be too much infantry actually to deal with still. Okay, everyone pull back. Pull back, we're gonna reinforce on the square, guys. I was hoping that the hit on the general would have been enough to get rid of a decent chunk of the units, but it doesn't look that way. Annoying. I mean, damn, we could really use this extra cavalry, but there's essentially nothing left, so they've got no hitting power at this point. I can send them out for another charge, see what they do, but honestly, kind of hopeless.
The walls have fallen before the onslaught. Now we must rely on men.
The good thing is, we can position off on the square, then you know, we've got a decent chance of this. Everyone back. Yes, they're charging in multiple fronts, I'm aware. Let's just take it easy. And even the infantry is kind of shoddy at this point, but it's gonna have to do. Okay, there's not much of a tactic here, guys. I'm just trying to crowd the square because I know at least there they'll fight to the very last man. So we can get these guys to stand there. Say at least, come on guys, can you sort of do a formation? That's not much of information, guys, come on. Pathfinding is once again excellent in These guys are stressing out by the move and move orders, but I don't know how else to get these guys in a position. They only seem to be able to do it this way, which is not useful. Okay, I'm gonna have to make use of the general. Now the downside is, if the general hits, then we're kind of done. These guys are essentially useless as well. Alright, so let's swing the general around. I think that's the main area where they're going to be coming from. This is going to be ugly. Very ugly, but I don't know what else to do with them. Look, they're still without a general. So what? Let's see what they're gonna do. Fine, they wanna move. Be my guest. Let's see if they're smart. They're gonna try to circle around, and they are that smart at least. I mean, there's no use in using my general for. Okay, but also don't want him to get trapped. Actually, go to the back. Fast forward. There's not a lot to do there. We're just gonna hold the square. So trying to not let our general sort of get cornered. Alright, head hurlers, that should be doable. You guys, hold on the square. Alright. If we can get something of a chain route going, then maybe we can make something happen here. No, 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 not the chosen swordsman. Get out, get out. There's a lot of guys there, but I can't send them in against that. Let's see, what's wisdom? Yeah, I've got nothing. I mean, these guys are gonna have to hold. Alright, fine. Get rid of these swordsmen then. At least they're not chosen swordsmen, but it's still not amazing. Alright, walk through. Alright. Get them off the map. And we are losing Hastati at an alarming rate. And Palisade. Yeah, the general, I mean, there's not enough cav here to really force something. Tricky. Okay, honestly, guys, I mean, this is a pretty good chance that we're just gonna lose this, because there's no way that I can keep all these guys together at a reasonable. Maybe if I can get the general here to the right side at least, that'll do something. If I can get him in there, at least to rally the troops, then maybe. Okay, we've got a decent route going. Yes, alright, good. Hold it, guys, hold it. If the general's there, we might be able to force this. See, because their morale's low, so we did actually make something happen with the snipe on the general. Give them a route. It's not ideal that I'm having to use my general for chasing. Oh no, come over here. What are you doing? Yeah, there you go. Good. Get rid of the slingers. That you can do. You guys are holding at least still. Okay, so not bad. To be fair, you can use the public square to do a lot. How's general doing? Come back, let's see if we can swing you around. Give him another rally call, just to force him through. Oh god, I'm really tense on this one, guys. Was quite a battle like this. I don't know what you all think, but my goodness. See, that's the pathfinding. So for some reason it has to go through the middle in order to actually get over here. I don't know why. It makes 0 sense, but it is what it is. So sort of move, please. Once again, not ideal that we're doing this with general, but there's no other way. Let's see if we can circle him around. See, the issue is this only works because I'm in the square. And I don't have the cavalry, sorry, to chase these guys to such an extent. So I'm just stuck holding the square and letting them come time by time. Because I'm afraid that if I sally out, I lose the square advantage, the morale bonus that it gives us, and there's nothing we can do. So let's swing these guys around. If I can get the general behind, I mean this unit for example is too big as it is, right? I can't do anything with that. See if they can thread the needle. No, they won't. They're going to be squashed between these two warbands. Alright, come back. That's a source of micromanage. I can't afford them to just waltz out straight away. Not yet. Alright, get rid of that. The unit at the far end. That you might be able to do. These guys are gonna keep sort of charging back and forth. Yeah, go behind, go behind. Way more micromanaging than I would have thought in this battle, but it's fine. Whatever it takes. These guys are not massive anymore. Give these guys a charge. They're sort of wavering, so I can use general now for mobbing up. Be careful of the chosen swordsman on the back end there. They're shaken. Maybe give them a charge. Might be able to get rid of a lot of them. Didn't work. This is far from ideal, but I don't know what else to do with these guys now. Need to get rid of them somehow, and if I can give them a rear charge, then maybe there's just enough here. Come on, come on, come on. This is hilarious. I can't pull these guys off the square. Come on, come back. And the cavalry is the only, the general's border guard is the only unit that I've had with somewhat punching power. Come on, guys. Alright, swing the general around. It kind of got stuck in there, but... It's also annoying that I can't form up here. Okay, there we go. That's decent, yeah. Form up there. You're still on the square. At least I think that still counts. Oh my goodness, alright. Finally, just ended. Now, I mean, we're not out of the woods because they've got an immediate army on the back of it, and there's no way I can train or retrain enough to make this work. So I have to see what we do here. There's enough cavalry there to work with, so that's fine. Let's see if we can pull these guys off the front. Now, if they want to, if they've got all their armies there, that means that the back side of things here should be relatively empty. So let's see how they like it when they get a bit more pressure put on them. Now, I can only do this trick once though, so I'm not sure how we're gonna swing this. Okay, so here's the question, alright? Do you wait for these other guys to just step in and attack? Maybe, just as an idea, I can pick up some... Well, there's not enough cash for mercenaries either. See, I don't want the general to get stuck in there. It's a decent general. And if that other army is just going to attack it, then... Okay, repair the wall. They're gonna have to start again with their siege equipment, so it gives us somewhat extra time.
Onward! General! Imperator! Forward!
Pull this guy forward
General!
with these guys. I mean, that's almost a full stack army to throw against them, so that's fine. We've got the other army incoming, so we will deal with that. For you guys, just hold. There's not immediately something that I want you to do.
Orders!
You're fine. So for you, first step is you're gonna come here and not want to build a fort. Fine. Just hold the position there. Functions as a very similar way, so that's fine. Quick recap over here in Africa. You're still charging. You can join them now. We're gonna be slightly over, but that's fine. Let's just quickly fight this battle. This might actually be an easy one. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing there. So let's just do this with auto-resolve. 18 guys, I doubt I would have been able to do better. They're unhappy, so we will exterminate. And despite that, they're still unhappy. I'll give them a lower tax rate. Get these guys in the dock. Retrain some stuff, and then we'll give you peasants next term. That means that we can finally free up these units as well. And now for the big one. See, I'm fine letting them have Siwa. I think, for now at least. Oh no, I didn't want to spy, sorry.
Be quick. Our patience is limited.
Ceasefire, and I want to trade rights.
Regretfully, we must decline.
Really? Okay, well you're feeling special then. Fine, I'll send these guys over along with whatever I can get out of Lepsus Magna here. See how you like that. What can I get out actually? I can take most of these guys out, so that's fine. Alright, cool. You go over here. Meet up with these guys. March your way down to Siwa. If they're that keen on having the war, then they can most definitely have it. Alright guys, I think that's also it. I'm going to end the episode there. We've done quite some things. We'll get back to it next time. Obviously we're still on a siege here. That's fine. All in all, we're doing pretty well. Trying to get the British situation under control, but that should be good now. We've got enough armies incoming. Plus we've got this move on the back, which should force them away. If you look at that, a lot of here is revolting because they've pulled all their troops, I imagine, to the front. So that should give us some extra pressure on them. Maybe even this one. Right, it's not a whole lot there. Might actually be a good idea to take that out as well. But in that case, yeah, you know, we need to be aware that we also need to check out whatever is here in the east. Probably make peace with the Germans or whatever is out east here. But yeah, that's for next one. Also, we managed to tell a bit about obviously what the charm is of Rome, of other empires. As I said, I think it's the grander of things, right? The way we look at history to try to take whatever we can get, and try to deploy it ourselves in our present lives and towards the future. Let me know what you all think. Thank you again for joining. Hope you had a good time with it. I definitely did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Caesar Gaming out.